Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to Truth Guitar Method. My name is Joel. You can call me Joel, son of Caesar. And yes, my dad's name really is Caesar. In today's video, I'm going to be teaching you how to play the song Here Again by Elevation Worship. We're going to cover a little bit of the acoustic guitar. We're going to cover a little bit of the rhythm guitar. But we're going to take a look mostly at all the special parts that the lead guitar has to do in order to get that elevation worship essence. So, let's get started, man. Alright, so let's take a look at the acoustic guitar first. Now, here's the deal with this song. This song is so delicate, so airy, so light. The acoustic guitar is not very present. There's not a rhythmic pattern that you have to follow. It's just you have to be aware of your surroundings, of your worship leader. Is he getting louder? Then you get louder. Is he going softer? Then you go softer. The key here is to memorize the chords and go along with it as light as possible. I recommend even playing with the flesh of your thumb instead of a pick. But if you do have to use a pick, use a light pick. Here are the chords you need to familiarize yourself if you're playing acoustic. The first chord you'll need is A major in the open position. The second chord you'll need is B minor 7 in the second fret. You'll need G major also in the open position. You'll also need D major in the open position. And one chord that I really recommend is the A with a C sharp in the bass. And that one is like that. And the reason is, in the later part of the song, it fills those empty spots really, really well. Now, if you are playing with a full band at your church, for example, you can pretty much just be light in your playing and follow along with whatever your worship leader is doing. However, I know that the deal is that not all churches have full bands. If you're the one leading the song, then yes, add a little bit of rhythm, but still not too much, because the song is not very rhythmically pronounced. It's more of a vocal song, and then the guitar is just kind of like your background. Here, let me show you what I mean. Here's the very first verse. There's no guitar, but I'm gonna assume I'm gonna be the one leading, and so I'm gonna play a little bit of the guitar here. Check it out. Super light, no guitar whatsoever. So that's what I'm talking about as far as the acoustic guitar goes. So just look at the chord progression. You can find the chord progression on ultimateguitar.com, or I'm pretty sure if you Google it, you'll find the chord progression. So just like the acoustic guitar, the rhythm guitar is not super present and also has to be really light and airy and soft and just kind of delicate with everything that you do. Now there is a section in the song where it gets heavy, and the rhythm guitar does come in with a crunch and with a punch. So you really want to watch out for that. Now the very first time that I think the rhythm guitar should come in is on the very first chorus. And I don't mean by strumming, but by lightly arpeggiating some of the chords. So let's take a look at one of those sections right now, the chorus, the first chorus in the song Here Again. So nicely and smoothly arpeggiating it, keeping it light. that's when I think the rhythm guitar should come in. And occasionally a strum here and there, but always remember to keep it light if you're playing rhythm guitar. Now, there is a section that gets a little louder. Let's check that part out. So I don't have distortion on at the moment, but in this song, you're gonna wanna distort your sound a little bit, really lightly, not anything metal or anything like that. Not, like Striper or anything like that. But just a little distortion, nice and light, and then full on chords. Check it out. Full chords using your distortion. And again, if it starts to get heavy, then you get heavy. And just follow your band, man. Follow the lead guitar player, follow your worship leader, and you will be an awesome rhythm guitar support. Let's go take a look at lead. So I'd be 100% lying if I said that the lead part of this song is no big deal, because it absolutely is a big deal. Everything that was written for this part, all the little nuances, make this song beautiful and great. So let's take a look at the main melody first. Here is the main melody, and the first time you'll see it in the song is right after the first chorus in the interlude, right before you go into verse 2. Check it out. So the next section of the song in verse 2 is what I consider to be the most difficult part of Here Again. So you're definitely going to want to spend some time on this particular section. I was able to tab out the section for you with fingerings above the notes, so pay attention to those fingerings and try not to get away from them when you're playing verse 2. Here we go. After verse 2, you're going to go into the next chorus, which it starts to pick up. And what the lead guitar does is it plays a chord in a pedal fashion, which means you're just going to hold the chord while the rest of the band cycles through the progression. Here is that chord. So once the first chorus is done and you've played through that pedal chord all the way through, you have two options. You can actually do that again and then just be ready to come in loud in the interlude, or you can go to a higher range chord progression and just kind of copy what the rhythm guitar player is doing, just in a higher range. Here are those chords. Let me go ahead and show you. So you have the four chords, which is D major in a high range, A major, B minor, G major. You just cycle through those right before the interlude. Here's what I mean. With light distortion. And then the interlude gets here. So on the second interlude, you're gonna play the main melody just in a lower range. And that's it. And as you transfer into the next sections, which is the next choruses, all you have to do is pay attention to your group, pay attention to your band, and then switch from the low range to the high range depending on when your worship leader wants you to do that. Check it out. Now by this point, the song has now grown, it is big, everything is loud, everything is controlled, everything is powerful. Normally, it depends on your worship leader, but this is the area where the lead guitar player can, have a little bit of freedom with the notes. But in reality, you don't really want to overplay because remember, the most important part are the people that you are leading to worship God. Alright man, so that's it for today's video. I hope that you were able to get a little bit of a glimpse of how to play Here Again. I obviously didn't play through the entire song, but I picked out the most important sections that I think would help you along the way. If you have any questions, make sure you drop a comment and I'll try to answer it as best as possible. Now here's the good news. If you join this channel, I know that this is only the second song that I have taught on this channel, but there are more coming. If you think that you could benefit from more of this stuff, then you're gonna wanna probably subscribe and join because my members have access to my personalized tablature for each of the songs, plus all the other exercises that are on this channel. So, with that said, man, I hope that everybody has a wonderful, wonderful week and an even better weekend. God bless you, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.